Welcome back to Innovators with Jane King. I'm David Grasso with Bold TV. Today we're going to debate whether the government should prevent Amazon from becoming a total monopoly. Amazon is, of course, an online shopping platform, a cloud computing company, a grocery store, and so much more. So, should the government stop this growth? Joining me here to debate this hot-button issue is Joshua Philipp, the senior investigative reporter for the Epoch Times, Monica Eaton-Cardone, founder of Chargebacks 911, and Pierre Debbas, managing partner of Romer Debbas. Welcome, folks. How you doing?
Great.
Thank you. Okay, let's start with Pierre. Is Amazon a monopoly? Do we need to stop their growth?
I think, you have to look at it from a perspective of taxation and the future of small businesses. So you take small businesses. 48% of the U.S. Employed population is employed by small businesses. That number is declining every year, largely as a result of massive corporations. Most importantly, though, the thing that I find to be the biggest issue is that 20% of Fortune 500 companies do not pay federal corporate taxes.
But that's a different issue, Pierre. Yeah. Go ahead, Monica.
So I think first we have to ask ourselves, what is a monopoly? Right? Because a monopoly would be that basically Amazon is controlling or having,
Price power.
Well, supply, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at, they are on a platform, which is the internet. There shouldn't be anything more transparent. So I don't think that they qualify as monopoly. I think the real question is, what can the government do to help ease some of the, personalization issues, some of the PII, the controlling issues.
What's PII?
Personal information.
Oh,
So
okay.
all the information about you that Amazon uses to sell you things, to increase your appetite for buying, and it's working.
Josh, you specifically specialize in China. What's the problem with Amazon and facilitating with China trade and the trade war, et cetera? Succinctly, please tell us.
You're giving me an interesting one.
I changed the question on you.
So when we look at China, of course, in their eyes, this is called transaction warfare. You are going after the institutions that control transactions and process, right? We hear about cybersecurity and cyber war. We hear about economic theft. This is a part of that.
Amazon is.
Yeah, well, so for them, the answer, the challenge to Amazon is Alibaba, one. And number two, it's going on Amazon and looking at all the best-selling products, copying them and selling them on Amazon. And Amazon does very little to fight back against these knockoff products coming from China on its own platform.
So Pierre, Amazon is everything. I said it, a cloud computing company, grocery store. At what point can they just have to decide what they're specializing in and not become a completely, a complete monopoly like they have in South Korea and Japan?
Well, it looks like Amazon's trying to take over the world, to be quite honest with you. They acquired Whole Foods for, I think it was $18 billion this year. They're going to revolutionize how we shop for groceries moving forward. Unequivocally, they're going to try to mirror their model with how they've done online shopping for everything else and add it to groceries. What's going to be next from there? They're really creating...
Should this be allowed, though, Monica?
I think that we are probably targeting the wrong problem. The biggest problem that I think we can solve and create the largest impact worldwide would be to establish better regulation and rules that are actually for our current times. Because that is our...
So regulation's outdated is what you're saying?
It's totally outdated. And there's a way that we can regulate all of the companies that are, exchanging and trading online or off. We had over 8,000 stores close in the U.S. Now, some of us would say, hey, that was all because of Amazon, but others it's because, consumers were changing. Technology is evolving, and the regulatory environment needs to get up to date with that.
So Josh, should Amazon be responsible for what's on its platform? Because now at this point they're making stuff. They have Amazon Basics, right? They're also eBay. They're also a grocery store. They're also a cloud computing company. They can't really decide what they are, right? So should they be responsible for Chinese knockoffs on their website or knockoffs from any country for that matter?
I think without a doubt. When you're dealing with a company like Amazon where they start to buy up everything across multiple industries, shutting down competition, and then selling knockoffs that people can't compete with, shutting down U.S. innovators who put their products on that platform thinking they're going to sell their product, and Amazon's not protecting them when knockoffs of their product go online because someone saw it selling well on Amazon. then yeah, I think definitely they need to do something about that.
So Pierre, what should Amazon do moving forward? They are very consumer friendly. I mean, I love Amazon. I can't sit here and tell you that it's not my favorite company in the whole wide world. But like many Americans, we are concerned about competition, free markets, et cetera, like Josh mentioned.
Yeah, you know, I, like you, probably get 3 boxes from Amazon every single day. The biggest fear, though, like you were just mentioned a stat with 8,000 retail store closings this year. What's going to happen to the future of retail? How's this going to have a ripple effect on different industries like real estate? Like, I'm a real estate attorney. I can tell you, you know, the online shopping spearheaded by Amazon is having an adverse impact severely on retail real estate. That can create a commercial lending crisis. There's a number of different things that have to take place.
I think that the best thing that can be done is to take regulation that was designed for yesteryear and bring that up to date for today. And this wouldn't just regulate, you know, our fear of what Amazon is becoming, but also the Googles of the world, the Facebooks, Walmarts. You know, there's more than just Amazon that's at stake here. And I think we need to take a look and also, you know, handle some of the knockoff issues that we have from China. We do need the government's help in this.
Okay, well, thank you, panel, for joining me today. We really appreciate it. And thank you for joining us today for Innovators. We'll be back soon with a new panel of guests.